Good day to everyone who is watching this video right now. My name is Jin Paul D. Mendoza Jr. and today I am going to be discussing what I learned in the EAPP modules that was sent by my teacher. So without further ado, this is what I learned. The first module's title is A Glimpse at the World of Writing. It is focused on introducing and explaining what academic English is and how it is different from general English. It also explains how to differentiate academic writing from general writing and explains how to construct a formal essay. Now, it may be a bit confusing at first, but academic English and academic writing are two different things. Although they have their differences, it's quite easy to tell them apart. Academic English is a genre of the English language that is not usually used in everyday conversation. It is always used in all kinds of formal settings, including, but not limited to, research, study, teaching, and in university. Although academic writing shares the same principles with academic English in which it is only used during formal settings, what's different is that academic writing is used in all types of formal writing. When academic English is expressed in the form of medium of human communication that involves the representation of a language with symbols, also known as writing, it would then be called academic writing. Now, academic writing is non-fiction writing, which means that it's solely based on facts and reality, which also means that imaginative concepts and anything that isn't proved to be correct is prohibited. Academic writing is used in writing academic papers, which requires deliberate, thorough, and careful thought. Academic writing uses third-person perspective rather than the first-person perspective. An example of using third-person perspective is instead of using I am okay, I would say JP is okay. I referred to myself in third person, so I am avoiding using the first-person perspective. Academic writing focuses on the issue rather than the author's opinion. This is also self-explanatory. Academic writing should be written unbiased in order to avoid an opinionated idea. Academic writing uses precise word choice, which means it uses the words that is appropriate and relates to the topic of the text. For example, people can say the words the outdoors, but instead we say nature. Another example is that people say a place where animals live, but instead we say habitat. Academic writing supports opinions and arguments with evidence and reference accurately. Now, academic writing wouldn't be academic if the information is not proven to be correct or if the information is misleading. It takes an idea and uses any information that can support its claim to make the text true. Academic papers is the form of academic English and paper. These are examples of academic papers. Although there are four main types of academic writing, there are only three types of academic writing that is written in our module. We have descriptive, analytical, and persuasive. Descriptive type of academic writing is the simplest type of academic writing. It provides facts or information. Analytical type of academic writing tests your critical thinking skills, your ability to articulate, support complex ideas, construct, and evaluate arguments. It makes you analyze, compare, contrast, relate, and examine the text. Persuasive type of academic writing is intended to convince readers to believe in an idea or opinion, but with the help of evidence for all the claims it makes. So now, we know what academic writing is. We're now going to discuss how to write a formal essay. Everyone should learn how to create an essay in order for them to be able to express their ideas in a sheet of paper. So anyways, the very first step to create a formal essay is choosing an essay topic. Your topic should be a subject that is interesting to you and something that you can write most about, which means you have lots of things you can say about that topic. You also have to make sure that the topic you have chosen can be researched to an extent that it can provide lots of information that it requires to support all the claims in your essay. The next step is to narrow your topic. You will have to narrow the subject down in order for you to get to the point. You should focus on the important parts of your chosen topic in order to prevent wasting time. If you're having a hard time in narrowing the topic, try making an idea map to help you narrow it down. It involves writing related subtopics around the topic you've chosen. It's helpful because it will help you visualize what you're trying to narrow down. The next step is to write a thesis statement. Writing a thesis statement creates a short preview in what you're trying to make. It is straight to the point and you need it to make the essay. Next is to compose an introduction. In order to start the essay, you need an introduction in order to inform the audience what you're about to discuss in your formal essay. After composing an introduction, you need to write body paragraphs. In this part of the essay, you will be writing down the bulk or the main contents of your formal essay. The contents of the paragraph should be unbiased and correct. Now, following writing body paragraphs, we should use the so-called PEE structure of paragraphs. PEE stands for point, evidence, and explain. It's very self-explanatory. You make a point or claim in the topic and then show the evidence of said topic, then explain why. We do this because it is the most effective way in expressing our ideas in the essay. And then we form a conclusion. This will be the answer of the formal essay that you have created. It should be the final statement that summarizes the essay, and it should be clear and straight to the point, with no unnecessary and extra questions. Now, we should be using appropriate language for the formal essay. Avoid first-person writing. It is when you use first-person pronouns such as I or we. This is because using first-person pronouns would make the impression that the thesis statement is based on opinion. Also, make concrete statements in your essay that are presented as your opinion. Don't be confused because the previous step stated that we shouldn't be based on opinion. What make concrete statements mean is that you should be stating your idea and supporting it with evidence that would make it make sense, rather than stating your opinion and not explaining as to why you think so. Use formal vocabulary. Using slang or informal words or phrases in a formal essay is prohibited. The essay is formal and it should stay that way. It should be professional and practical. Now, the last few things in order to create a formal essay is picking strong verbs, using transitions, eliminating redundant words and phrases. After knowing all about this, you are ready to create your very own essay. Now you know how to create your very own essay. The next step is knowing how to format your essay. Choose a standard type. It is advised to use a computer to create a formal essay because it would make it easier and faster than using a typewriter. It's way more convenient and easy. You should use correct spacing, work with proper margins, and use proper citations. After learning about those 3 things in formatting your essay, you would be more than capable of creating your own proper formal essay. In the second module, Reading Text Critically, it introduces critical reading and fallacies, which when studied will enable the student to be capable of uncovering in-depth knowledge and detecting false information within texts. Critical reading is an active process of discovery because when ideas are read critically, it will create an interaction with the writer because you are commenting on the author's ideas. There are some suggested ways to help a person become a critical reader, and these are to annotate what you read, outline the text, summarize the text, and evaluate the text. All 4 of these suggested ways will help the person becoming a critical reader. The next lesson is about fallacies. We study fallacies in order for us to detect them within the text to avoid believing in false information. Fallacies are errors within the text that are false information. The logic within a statement of the text or idea does not make any logical sense. There are a wide variety of different types of fallacies. And that's all I've learned. Thanks for watching.